We're live. We're starting the week. Ready or not, here we come. And I am not. I am just plain not. Oh my goodness. 45 seconds ago, I was handling something else, but I am glad to be here with all sane people here in the John Lavenia Success Mastermind. Let's look at some of these sane people that I get to confer with every day. Adrian, good to see you. Oh, thank you for being here,
Hey,
Adrian.
John.
Save
How
me,
you
Adrian.
doing?
Save me. All right. We got Suzanne Stewart. Hey, Jody, good to see you. Mark, Janet, Glenn, of course, Caroline, Therese, and I see Glenn Toyen. You're looking awesome as always. And right next to Ivier, who's also awesome, right next
Hello.
to her shoe collection. Hello, my friend. Good to see Ali. And of course, there's Carl and Elmer, Kim, Sandra, Carlene, Cyril, Evelyn, Bill, Adine, and more. More people tuning in as we speak. We're going to go ahead and have a quick conversation today. Actually, probably not so quick, because what I got to tell you is something that I think is going to be quite relevant considering, well, this season or any season that we're in. But 'tis the season to be jolly. Just before we went live, we had a few people reciting Christmas carols. And let me make sure my microphone's in range. Okay, there we go. And Glenn Henderson, none other than the infamous, that's beyond famous, is infamous, right? That's from the movie Three Amigos. Any of you have seen that? That was a classic. But Glenn was giving us a little bit of singing, but it's the most wonderful time of the year, according to one of the songs. Says who? And that's what was coming up for me as I was I was getting on this broadcast. We've got a lot of activity going on, as I'm sure all of you have recognized, because we're what 3 weeks left, 3 weeks left in this year, two plus weeks from Christmas Day, right? We've got a lot of people engaged in e-commerce, as well as a lot of people engaged in on both sides of e-commerce, right? I'm a buyer a lot this time of year, right? I buy lots of stuff online. And actually, I'm also looking to do some more local business too. That's something I've put my attention on recently. Is we've got farmers markets and things where people are making custom salsa and jellies and everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and I have participated in some of that. In fact, my daughter does that too. She sells bracelets and necklaces and essential oil room misting sprays, and you could spray it on your COVID mask or whatever. You could smell lavender or whatever you want to smell. But also we're producers. We've got certainly there's a season for consuming, right? We're all consumers at some point and often in life, but there's also a season for being a producer. We've had this conversation before, balancing out the consumer mindset and the producer mindset. We've had that conversation before. We're going to talk about that with a little bit of a different angle today, because we need to be both, right? You can't just consume, nor can you just produce. There's got to be a balance of inflow and outflow there. Most people, I would argue, are very much out of balance. They're very much consumers, but not so much producers. Okay. But back to my original point, it's the most wonderful time of the year if you're feeling like you are causing benefits to happen in your life and in the lives of others. In other words, any time can be the most wonderful time of the year. I'm thinking of this song. Sorry, guys, Christmas carols, Christmas music, nonstop. I'm definitely not going to sing it. I'm not going to play it for you, but you know the song I'm talking about. And it goes like that. And so I'm thinking, all right, so who says it's the most wonderful time of the year? I don't mean to take something lighthearted and turn it into serious, but my brain is thinking, well, why can't it summer be the most wonderful time of the year? Right. So I'm having a little argument with the singers right now. Well, why can't whenever I say be the most wonderful time of the year. Now, some of you know that I've been a bit critical of this whole idea of a New Year's resolution. Like somehow I need the calendar to tell me that now I should have resolve, even though yesterday I didn't, but now all of a sudden today I will. Like who invented that? That's interesting. And thinking about all the things that we could be doing during this season or any season to balance that inflow and outflow, to balance that consumer and producer mindset. It reminded me of something that I think every marketer, every person who's engaged in sales marketing, which is statistically the highest paid profession in the world, nothing beats it. Sure, there's a specialty, rocket surgeon or something, right? And they make $1 million. Okay, but statistically speaking, if you're going to enter any profession and you want to make money, nothing happens till somebody buys something, right? So that's a pretty good thing to engage in. What's the opposite of buy? Sell, right? Let's sell. Let's produce. Let's make it the most wonderful time of the year for us. And here's how we do that deliberately. It reminded me, since I'm hearing all these Christmas songs, right? It reminded me of a quote out of the Bible. And it had to do with the parable of the talents. Now, Glenn could probably quote this verbatim, but I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and give you the words that showed up in my brain on this. To him who hath shall be given, to him who hath not shall be taken even that which he hath. To him who hath shall be given, to him who hath not shall be taken even that which he hath. So in other words, and that doesn't sound very fair, does it? That doesn't sound fair. Like, I'm lacking. I have less. I need help. I need charity. And now I lose even that which I have. Yeah. Okay. So how does that work? Right. That is not a personal statement. In other words, it wasn't an admonition by some authority saying to you, I will take from you. No, it was just a statement of how life works. How life works. So if we can get personalities out of it and we could just look at, here's how stuff works, which is what I'm most interested in, right? If I've got a principle and I can work it into my life, right? Regardless if I'm, John Lavenia or Mickey Mouse or whoever, right? Any of you here, right? I'm going to take and use this principle because it's universally applicable. And so how can I apply that into my life? How does that relate to my effort to make this the most wonderful time of the year, to produce something of worth for myself, for my customers, for my family, and to have a bit more causation? In other words, to, again, balance the consumer with the producer. How can I produce more with that statement? How can I deliver more benefits to more people in less time via that precept or that concept? So let's take a look at this. When we go into marketing, a lot of times we do that with the intent to get, right? So I'm going to place my advertisements, I'm going to impinge on my audience, I'm going to email my list, I'm going to put up the sales message, I'm going to do all this stuff in an effort to get. And I need to get because I lack. I need to get because I don't have, because I don't, so to him who hath not. All right. So if I'm coming from the position of not having this, non-gratitude, lack, limitation, needing to get. Now I've got a lot of anxiety, or I could have a lot of anxiety around that. And now I'm attempting to get something without necessarily coming from the spirit of service or having this or gratitude. The message, the marketing message, even though the words may sound the same, will occur differently to the audience that receives it. But if I'm coming from the position of having this, which is a really good reason to do marketing, by the way, I have great benefits, products, value. I have great stuff. And now, in the spirit of service, like Napoleon Hill talked about in Think and Grow Rich, the QQS formula, the quality, quantity, and spirit of the service. This will determine your income. The quality, quantity, and spirit of the service that you provide to your intended customer. Okay, so the spirit of the service, quality and quantity, we could talk about another time. But right now, I'm just talking about the spirit of the service. That's on this finger right here, the middle one. All right. So I already have. To him who hath shall be given. Great news, everybody. Right, here comes the sales message into the marketplace. And even though, and this may sound weird and mystical, but deal with it. Even though the words may be the same, the spirit of the service, how it occurs to people, maybe it's just one word different, or maybe it's just a different picture you put in the listing, in the advertisement. Maybe it's just on the phone, which is one where I have done a lot of work, right? So I'm on the phone, I'm on Skype, I'm on Zoom, I'm selling one-to-many or one-to-one, right? How does that communication come across? Like the rat looking for cheese, I need the sale, trying to get, or I have, and you know what? You can walk this path with me. Let's go. I mean, this is awesome. And to him who hath shall be given. Well, hell yeah, sign me up for that, says the customer, because they want what you have. This is the difference between just raw promotion and attraction. A lot of people, there's a phrase that gets kicked around, attraction marketing. What is attraction marketing? It's that. It's the spirit of the service. That's what it is. That's attraction marketing. It's a completely different experience to the recipient. So think about this too. We could take this down into a right now, real life, easily observable example. If I was lecturing to you, at you as some authoritarian, you would receive this communication very differently than as your peer, right? I discovered something. I had a great cognition, my friends. Let me tell you what it is. That if I'm feeling lack and limitation and the rat looking for cheese, that I'm not going to succeed in the marketplace, I will lose even that which I have. But if I remind myself, if I look around and recognize how it is the most wonderful time of the year, which can be whatever time I say it is, because look at all I have. Look at all I'm grateful for. We're grateful for that which we have, right? To him who hath shall be given. Now I reach into the marketplace. Now I offer you my communication, my insights, which I'm so blessed to have received, and now you get to receive them very differently than some of these self-proclaimed experts that you'll find on the web or wherever that want to sell you their secrets or something, right? Admonishing you for how wrong you are. Oh my goodness! And they wonder why they don't, they don't attract. Well, they don't attract the people that they would want to attract, right? I love every person in this group, but we're peers. We're peers, right? I'm just another bozo on the bus. I just happen to have the gift of gab, and I know how to put together, mastermind groups and keep order to a degree. By the way, on that note, we have I'll get to announcements here in a bit. That's what I was going to do right at the outset. I was like, we got a lot going on. I was about to do housekeeping, but then I went right into where my brain was going, which was this. So how can we use that idea in our own lives right now as producers, which we must be? And I would argue that now is the most wonderful time of the year because we have got urgency upon us. If we look back at our goals, what goals did we set at the beginning of the year? And I know some of you don't want to do that. I've missed targets. We miss lots of targets. Okay. But we reach every goal we set. So if we look at that, if we look at, we've missed a few targets up to this point, market conditions, COVID, Amazon changed stuff and the interwebs and the suppliers and the problems. Okay, got it. I got it. You got circumstances. Who doesn't? Welcome to planet Earth. Hooray. Right. So now let's make some lemonade. We got 3 weeks left to make lemonade and hit 2021 so friggin' hard that we are not going to ever have this conversation ever again, because this time next year we'll be having a whole different conversation, but it starts now. And I know this has been a bit of a recurring theme here in the JL Success Mastermind. The whole idea of doing this, accomplishment, right? Getting stuff done, right? That's been a recurring theme. But we're hitting it now. Hey, Mandy, I'm going to go ahead and mute your mic. But we're hitting it now from a different angle, not frantically. Understand the difference. Again, this is the subtle difference to him who hath, okay? We're not hitting it frantically because we lack. We're hitting it at warp speed, totally calm, because we have and we know we have. Big difference. Big difference. And there's no anxiety in that. I can go at warp speed, no problem, and be cool as a cucumber. Because why? Because I know where I'm going. Even the unseen, even things like, all right, so I missed targets. That's in the past. Thank you. All right, so that's on the accounting sheet. But look at my postulates moving forward. Look at my intent. Look at my targets that I've laid out for myself. And yes, some of them will catch up from previous things that I may not have accomplished in 2020, although it's not too late, right? 2020 is still happening. So you see, I'm kind of like, I'm squeezing both sides of the orange here. I got 2020 happening and I got 2021 happening. I got them both. Who makes the rules? I make the rules, damn it. Okay. So we're hitting targets on both years right now. Some of that is going to be preparatory, right? So in fact, my wife, my secret weapon, you know her, you love her. Hopefully you do. Shannon, she She just said, John, I need a video today. It's a short video. It's three tips to accomplish something. 3 tips. It's a short video, John. It's not a 20-minute video. It's a short video. And I need you to shoot it today. And I need you to give it to me. And we're going to run it through this whole new process that we just put together for the YouTube channel, the podcast, all the, repurposing the blog, right? Because I get stopped in, let me not affirm that, I have been stopped in complication when it comes to, here's all the different things that have to be done to publish a damn podcast episode, right? And now what? Now I've got this mountain in front of me. You know what? It's easier to just not do it. She's like, you know what? Just do the one thing you're really, really, really good at. This is an outsourcing conversation, by the way. Shannon's way better at that than me. Here's all the doing this that you're not going to do. All you're going to do is the one thing that only you can do, which is turn on camera, move mouth, and then when you're done, stop camera, and then give me the file. And that's it. In fact, you're limited to 3 minutes. Okay. So what she's doing, and you could do this for yourself too. You can set yourself really low gradient stuff, like little tiny things to do, and then just get that little thing done. I know we've talked about this before. This isn't new data. The point is to do it because you've got something that you can deliver that will pay dividends now and into 2021. There's something you can do. And in my case, I'm talking about content creation. Okay. Which I would argue that anyone could do. Look, I was just on an e-commerce site talking about being a consumer. I was just on an e-commerce site buying this stuff from the manufacturer. And it was actually the guy who started the company who was running his mouth on camera, demonstrating the product, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm buying from that guy. So could I have bought that product, that manufactured product? Could I have bought it from other manufacturers? I could have. But man, that guy went the extra mile. He actually demoed the product live on camera. It wasn't polished, right? It was enthusiastic, right? I mean, had a smile on his face. That's a tip, by the way. Smile while you talk. Smile while you talk. Okay. People will like you more. You're all likable anyway, but smile while you talk. Don't be so serious about it. And just go with that confidence. Go with that havingness. There it is again. There's another example. What if that guy, and you're not seeing what I was seeing on that video, but what if that guy was insecure, not confident, right? Trying to be polished, trying to be something that maybe he isn't, right? And then demoing the product, crappy job, right? What wins? Let me ask you this. What wins? Confident, cheerful, enthusiasm, or serious, forceful, right? Fearful, let's say, unconfident. Clearly it's the first. Clearly it's the raw enthusiasm that wins the day. Knowing that knowing that you're good enough, knowing that you're sufficient, your offer, your product, your what have you, and being willing to put that out there because you have that knowingness, because you have that confidence. To him who hath shall be given, and to him who hath not shall be taken even that which he has. So yeah, we got a bit biblical here today, and that's fine. Do with that what you will, right? Does this hold water? I mean, is this real for you? You may say, no, John, this is BS. Look, I'm a rat looking for cheese, and I find cheese all the time, and you're barking up the wrong tree, man. Okay, if it's workable for you, work it. If not, go find something else. I just when I dare to look, I find this concept is workable in my life. It's not necessarily always pleasing, especially if I'm in a lack mentality, which happens. I haven't arrived. Okay. It's not always pleasing. Life isn't fair. Right. And I could protest. This concept. Protest it all you like. Hey, protest gravity too. Let's protest it. Can't break the law. You can only break yourself against the law. Right. So I'm going to do my best to work with the law during this most wonderful time of the year. And I'm going to stop talking because we have others who would like to now commence talking, including and especially and starting with Mr. Glenn Henderson. How are you, brother?
Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Should I say Reverend Lavenia?
Yeah.
Father Lavenia.
More titles here, damn it. Right.
Absolutely. Consider them field promotions. I'm kind of going first because you started a fire in the wood You can smell the wood burning. Also, I have an appointment, so I'm going to need to jump off early. Three things occurred to me. Talking about the whole religious thing, there used to be an evangelistic campaign, this whole organization, which was built around three words that talks about this thing of we're not our marketing or advertising because we want to get. It's because we have something and we want to give, we want to share it. The three words, the slogan for this whole evangelistic campaign, which was wildly successful, by the way, were, I found it. Have you found what? What are you talking about? Well, I found it. Have you found it yet? No, tell me. What is it? Now I'm interested in what you have. Not that you're trying to sell me something and, I got to decide whether I want to buy from you. See, the difference, as you said, John, is subtle words, subtlety in a few words. And there's another, the second thing, another biblical principle, another statement from the Gospels says, freely ye have received, freely give. So that says to me, for all of the abundance that I've received over my life, from my dear loving wife, from my wonderful daughters and my family and friends and people like you, John, and this whole team, this whole family of people where the iron is sharpening the iron all over the place here, and benefits that I've gained. I'm simply sharing the good news. I'm sharing the benefits that I've gained. If someone is not willing to or not open to receiving those benefits, okay. No problem. Have a great day. If you'll excuse me, this guy over here said he's open to receiving some of these benefits. So it makes what we call the sales process, it puts prospecting in a whole different light for me. Rather than trying to get somebody, I'm saying, hey, I got this gift. It's really cool. You want to take a look? Okay, no problem. Hey, you see, it's so much different for me. And the third thing, and I'll leave us with this, is the number one motto of the big networking organization that I work with lays this all out: givers gain. And so for me, the remit. You Rich, catch what I did there? You see what I did there? My remit for 2021 is to give my ass off and give and give and give some more, knowing that givers gain. And that's going to be more than good enough for me for the new year. Thanks. Back to you, John.
Thank you, brother. And great insights there. I found it. Wow. That's what a marketing. Yeah, there you go. That'll do. Hey, Adrian, you've got the floor.
Hey, thanks, John. I'll be very brief. Yes, this couldn't be more apposite, really. I hadn't remembered this particular quote, but it refers back to the parable of the talents, where the master goes traveling and leaves each servant with I'd forgotten, but a different number of talents according to their skills. And of course, it's, as you said, it sounds unfair, but it's not, because it's all down to what they decide to do about it. And we all remember the parable. Probably I haven't heard it since school, I would guess, but I'm sure some of the studiers of Scripture, the students of Scripture here, would remind us of more of the detail. But it's absolutely true. We've been talking about this all year. We've all been given opportunities. Opportunities will come past. We've got to grab them. And it is all down to our personal decision as to what we decide to do. Nobody else's. So I love that, John. I thought that was a very appropriate quote to hit us with at this time of the year, planning for next year. Thank you, John.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll take that reminder. And it's again, this is just the source of this is something you personally, each person here, or if you're watching on YouTube or whatever, you may or may not have studied or been exposed to before. I just look for things. I don't care about the source. Is it workable in my life? All right. And so that is one source of I think good ideas. Again, see how this shakes out in your own life. See how this works for you. I don't see any other hands up, so I'm gonna do housekeeping real quick. We've got. Go ahead, you guys, if you want to talk on this topic. Go ahead and put your hands up. We've got a couple things going on. So today, my goodness, I got so many things on my calendar. Of course, we got our hospitality suite, but we also have today, we have an e-commerce work group with Stuart Wild, and that's coming up at 7:30 p.m. Eastern US time. And then we do have our book study. My goodness, where's my book study? There it is, 7 p.m. My time, 9 p.m. Eastern US time. We're on the 14th chapter of the Grow Rich, which is the 13th principle, which is the sixth sense. So really excited about that. Next week is going to be our final chapter, the Six Ghosts of Fear, which is like the total grand finale of that book. So tune in for that. I'll also let you know that Nicola's traveling tomorrow, so we're not going to have group meditation at our usual time. We may do it later this week. But we also have a couple of special things happening tomorrow. I will just let you know about Corporate Curios with Ivier, and that's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern US time. And then Adventures in Mindset with Stuart at 8 p.m. Let me rephrase that. Adventures in Mindset with Stuart and me. We're going to be talking about some preparedness kind of stuff, things that you can do to make yourself and your family more prepared for anything. So that's going to be, I get to be a guest speaker on Stuart's show. Ivier's got the floor. Let's go to Ivier right now. Hey, Ivier, let's get you unmuted.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Hello, everyone. I think first and foremost, I want to apologize because I missed Thursday, Friday sessions because I recently got a contract to do for a month to do events at one of the central London hotels. I mean, it's kind of like an establishment here. And so with the lockdown 2.0 being lifted, it's affirmations working, right? Saying money is attracted to me. And so I was called up and said, can you do this for us? So
hold on, is this a cause for celebration? Is it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's another revenue stream. Yes.
So you just landed some contract with like some 5-star, hotel, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's amazing. It's another revenue stream. So that's awesome. So that's why I'm going to be missing in action Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So be heard. All of that good stuff, metaphors for success. Yeah, I'm going to be MIA, but it's all good. But I couldn't believe how I missed the group last Thursday. I mean, usually I'm the one who doesn't sleep. So the joke goes, right? Mm-hmm. And so every time I knew there was a session on, this was me literally staring at the clock saying, I should be somewhere else. I'm missing my family. I'm missing my people. General sessions. I mean, I felt like I wanted to cry, but I thought, no. This is what the general sessions and every other session have prepared you for. So now you've got to take that learning and actually put it into practice in the marketplace. So that gave me the presence of mind to just focus on what I was doing and press on. But I missed all of you to bits. And so just forgive me if you don't see me. Know that you're in my hearts. I'm taking you along with me. John, as you were talking today, I imagined a pipe, right? Whether it's water flowing through the pipe, whether it's gasoline flowing through the pipe still gets wet, right? So the gasoline is going, you're pumping it into your car, or the water is going through the hose, you're watering your garden, whatever it is, the pipe still gets fed, it still gets watered. So if you have stuff, don't think that by giving, you're going to lose out. Don't think that by giving, you're going to end up with nothing. If you give, you're still going to benefit. Whether it's money coming back to you, whether it's a satisfaction of giving, you will not lose out by giving. So as you were talking, John, I was just thinking, yes, we do all have talents. Everybody here has a skill set. Everybody here has a gift. Go out into the marketplace, share what you have with people, but know that as you share, you're also going to be benefiting. You're not going to lose out. You're not going to be less than what you were when you started. You're actually going to be bigger and better and all the better for it, right? By sharing what it is you have. So let's go out there. You will be amazed as to how many people are looking for what it is you've got and will just open their hearts, their minds, their doors, just to share, just to get a piece of what it is you've got to present in the marketplace. So that's what was coming up for me, John, as you were speaking. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. So we're talking about the flow, right? Those who outflow must inflow. Yeah. Just like the tide has to happen. Always works. Thank you so much, Ivier. I'll tell you what, I see an enthusiastic guy. My buddy Adrian Jackson's about to speak. Where's Adrian? Let's get him out here. Adrian Jackson. I don't want to click the unmute. Oh,
can you hear me?
I can.
Hi, everybody. How are you all doing?
Oh,
It's
great.
going to be quick today. I've got a massive win-win today, and I'm absolutely so happy. I loved your topic today, John, saying why should it has to be this time of year to be the greatest time of the year. Since July, when I started this journey, that's been my greatest time of the year, and it continues doing this greatest time of the year. And all the work I've put in is now paying off. I got my first product from China back in July, and I was selling out that. I think it was about 200 products within 6 weeks. And then I started getting bad reviews back. And I was like, how am I going to solve this? So what I did, I got in touch with my supplier and said, look, we've got a problem with this product. It is a really good product, but the problem we've got is this. And I explained, saying, look, we need to change this. And he was more than happy to say, yeah, we'll change it for you. We'll make it bigger for you. So he's actually made it bigger for me. He's actually sent me the samples. They are 10 times better, and he's gave me the exclusive rights to them. So nobody else is going to get these. They're just mine. And he's going to produce 3,000 of them for me this year. And I just need to do stacks of 600 a time, and I've just worked out my profits, and it's £2,500 profit on 600 every time I put an order in, and that's my big massive win-win today. And it's just getting better and better and better, and it's just brilliant. I'm just dead happy. And now I've seen that if you communicate with a good supplier and you explain to them the situation, and if they are good enough to do it for you, you've got it sealed, you've got it done. And I'm just made up that I've got exclusive to this product now. Nobody else will get it, and I'm just made up with that. And that's it. Thank you.
Congratulations, Adrian. More winning. Keep on winning. Can you share with us what kind of product, or post a link or something so we can go buy it?
Yeah, I'm not put them on yet because I won't get them because it's a new size. It's going to be 35 days because you need to change the product, need to change the collection and all that. So as soon as I get my products, and as soon as on Amazon, I will be sending you the link.
Yeah, post it on our Facebook group. I know our Facebook master Evelyn is or will be creating a section where we have our members that can display your offers in there, right? So we can keep it in the family, so to speak, and maybe pick up some customers right out of the gate. All right, who else wants to share? Congratulations again, Adrian. Anybody else who would like to talk on this idea of going forward with a sense of gratitude, happiness, and joy? Let's see here. I got nobody else. I think we're going to have a short one today. Look at that. I am going to be back here with everyone this evening on the book club. Of course, be sure to get with Stuart for her her. All right, Stuart, for his e-commerce work group at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And if you've got any ideas that you'd like discussed on that group, feel free to put them in. Oh, I see Ali's got her hand up. Ali,
just one more thing.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mention. It's getting branded as well, so it'll be my brand, and he's putting the labels on the boxes as well.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, you got the exclusive rights, right? So you might as well brand it.
Yeah.
So what's the name of your brand, Adrian? Adrian.
Earthly Wisdom.
Earthly Wisdom. There you go. It's catchy. Good stuff. Ali, you've got the floor. Let's get Ali out here.
Hiya. Hi.
Hey.
Hi, everyone. Just on the gratitude thing and the knowing. I've been doing a gratitude meditation every day for the last over a week now, and the difference it's made in that knowing of where I'm going and my goals and the confidence I have in achieving it has been huge. So the power, I mean, I know when Stuart was talking about, to think and to think thoughts are things, and so thanks are things with the sorry, I'm so ineloquent, I'm so sorry, but with the foundation of the word gratitude, having that link is just absolutely amazing. And it's just made me feel, whenever there's anything that might lose confidence, by thanking every day, it's made that feel so sure of the road that I'm going and that I will get there.
Well done. Well done. And you know what, Ali, you keep showing up and you keep, building upon that truth of who you already are. I'm inspired by you. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this group, Ali. And this is just the beginning.
Well, this group's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Good
amazing.
stuff.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Anybody else before we close out for the day? I think we haven't had a 35-minute session in probably since inception. Oh my goodness. So let's go ahead and wrap up with that. You got ideas that you want Stuart and his and your peers to cover today on the e-commerce work group? Feel free to put those in the Facebook group, and there's a post for that. And then we'll see you here tonight. Be sure to read the chapter on the Sixth Sense if you haven't read it already. Out of Think and Grow Rich, original text by Napoleon Hill. We'll see you guys real soon. Have a good one. Bye for now.